Merry Christmas. Aspen, say Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Today is the day after Christmas. Have not been to the glampsite in about 2 months. Been busy with life and stuff, you know. Don't mind my voice. Kids got sick at school like a couple weeks ago, and then I got sick last week, so I'm recovering from it now. Say hi, Juniper.
Hi.
We are just checking everything, making sure it's all right. My cleaner's been doing a pretty good job with everything. The month of November was booked nearly full, 22 out of 31 nights. Crossed over like October into November, but 22 out of 31 nights we were booked, which is fantastic. The only thing about camping out here or glamping out here in the winter, it is a mild winter, right? I mean, it's like 55 degrees right now. It's not too bad. Feels good. It's a beautiful day. Look, you can see the reservoir back there. Beautiful day. The only thing is some nights it gets down in the 20s. Not like on a regular basis for like days and days in a row, but it does get down in the 20s. So the only thing is in the winter, you can't leave the shower hooked up. So the shower is currently unhooked. Most people have been staying out here for like 1 night or 2 nights, so, and it's cold, they really don't want to take a shower, but you can if you want to, but it's unhooked right now. I'm going to hook it back up here in a little bit, just to make sure everything's still working. Should be. My cleaner disconnected it before the freeze came through, so it's all good on that. I'm up here just refilling all these propane tanks. There's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 propane tanks out here that need to be filled. My rates in the wintertime are actually cheaper than the summertime, but my costs in the wintertime are actually more than the summertime. You know, I feel like I should go up on my rates in the winter because I have to end up putting a lot of propane in all these tanks. But you know, it's not peak camping season, winter anyway, but it's still beautiful. I flew the drone around a little bit. I think there'll be some shots of that footage in the video. The new tent looks great. It's doing great. I'm gonna have to tighten it up a little bit. And then, yeah, we're just checking everything out. Everything looks good. View, man, that view, you just can't beat that view. Can't beat it. Can't beat it. This big propane tank was empty, so we definitely have to refill this one. And the last guest brought up the little 1-pound tanks, which I have a valve. I'm going to refill these myself before I take these big ones to the shop to refill them. So I'm going to refill these with these. Everything in the tent looks good. The last guest left it nice and clean. My cleaner hasn't even came yet, but they actually made the bed before they left. I got all the batteries charging there. Like I said, you know, wintertime out here is beautiful. There's that view right there of the reservoir. Everything looks great. I do have plans on building another glamping site down there in the far corner, with like a lookout tower that you'll be able to see over top of those trees. Like, you'll be able to see the reservoir all year long. Down in the corner there of the lot, it'll be elevated up on a deck like a little A-frame. But we'll see. I might include a picture of what I'm thinking about here in a little bit. And if I do that, what I think I want to do is make this space right here a fire pit, like a gravel fire pit, with chairs and stuff around it, and a big gravel pit. But I'm still going to do the propane in the middle, and then take the walkway from here over to there into a circle. That way this half of the lot will be for this bell tent and all of this, and then that half of the lot will be for the other glamp site. And I think I'm gonna put a driveway over there in the corner of the lot over there, and then have a path that just goes down through the trees down to the corner over there, I think. But we'll see. Hey Junie, what do you think? You love the glamp site?
Yes!
Is it the most awesomest ever?
Yeah.
Yeah, what do you like about it the most?
The tent?
You like the tent the most?
Yeah. I gotta stick somewhere. It has a bed, whatever you're sleeping, you can just lay in it.
You can just lay in it? What do you think, Aspen?
Sure.
What's your favorite part?
Playing games.
Playing the games, playing all those games down there, right? Hey, don't bring sticks in the tent. Come on, bring it back out. Come on, girls. We got to get the propane tanks and we got to go to Tractor Supply, okay?
No.
Yeah, but we'll come back. We got to put gas in the tanks. Yep, in those tanks. You ready?
No.
Set them down right there.
Oh.
Okay, bring the rest. These are actually, this is the kind that you can actually recharge. These technically you're not supposed to, but I got this valve where I can. Hey, babe, go get the rest of the tanks for me, okay? You got to turn this upside down, hook that valve to it, and then fill them up. Doesn't fill them up all the way, but you know, those things are expensive. It's like $14 for 4 of them, $12, $11, $10 for 4 little 1-pound tanks. It's just way cheaper to do it this way. Even though they don't fill them up all the way, it's still fine. I got a bunch of them. Let's see, how many of these? You got 4. You got 1. Is that the last one that's up there, Jeannie? Yeah? So we got 3. Let's see how many we got, Aspen. We got 1, 2,
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
8. We got 8, which is quite a bit, and most of them are empty. All of them. All of them. All of them are empty. But that's cool because we're going to fill them up right now, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, that was the last of them. So I've got all, 8 filled. This tank was the most full, so I was going to use that one, but this one has the most pressure in it, so I'm using this one. And then I'm going to take, I got 2 in the car already. I'm going to take these 3. I got to check that one for the generator. I'm not sure how full it is, but I'll probably end up taking all 6 of these tanks in. We'll see how much that costs. All right, made it back from Tractor Supply. One of these tanks was pretty much full, but the other ones, okay. You want to play a game? I think she's ready to go home. All right, we'll go play a game in the tent, okay?
Tablet.
Your tablet's dead, baby. The battery died.
Why are you playing on your phone?
I'm using my phone. So the girls were saying that they were kind of cold out here, so I figured I'd check these and make sure they work. This one's working. Hear it? Working good. I'm gonna go take this tank upstairs and hook up the big buddy heater, make sure it's working, because I had a guest saying that it wasn't working a couple weeks ago. I told them that if they had an issue, you know, see there's this line that connects this to that. Same line goes to the big buddy heater, and a squirrel chewed through the line. And so I told them to check the line. But I think the tank was just empty because, you know, when I got up here today, they had all those 1-pounders up there. So I'm assuming that's what it was. So I'm gonna hook this full tank up, make sure that it works. All right, so here's how to use the Big Buddy heater by Mr. Heater. First, you make sure you got a full propane tank. Turn it on, make sure this is hooked up. Make sure the filter's good. And this is hooked up to it. Once you get the gas line turned on, you come in here and light the pilot. Hold that down for a couple seconds just to make sure it gets lit. And then turn it on high. And you can barely see that it's working because it's an infrared ceramic heater. But this thing, if you put it on high, it will make this tent toasty in about 5 minutes. With the door shut and the window shut, it will get hot in here. You can see the infrared is heating up on the ceramic tile, and it's kicking off heat. So at night, before you go to bed, turn this thing on high, get it nice and warm in here, and then turn it down to low, which is just this one this one brick, I guess, side that you would have lit, and it will keep it warm in here, because even on medium, which is like high on one side, it gets pretty warm. But you know, if it's a really cold night, I think medium is good. If you leave it on high, there is a high limit shutoff on this. If it gets too hot, it will turn itself off. So it's not meant to run for prolonged periods of time on high, unless you're in an extremely cold environment. So on medium is good. Like my knee is getting hot already. But low is like the best setting. Unless, you know, it's really cold, and then you might need it on medium. But works great. Keeps the tent nice and warm. The only trade-off is propane heat actually does create condensation. So in the morning, the inside lining of the tent will have condensation on it. But, you know, it is what it is. You stay nice and warm at night. Tent's a little damp on the walls, but no biggie. No biggie. Plus, in the wintertime, it's so dry out here. The air, the tent dries out in no time. No time at all. Anywho, that's how the Big Buddy heater works. I turned the generator on while we were gone to recharge the battery. I got more cat litter for the outhouse. I got some trash bags for the outhouse. I got some more charcoal for the grill, and some wood chips for the pizza oven if somebody wants to use pizza oven. So I'm gonna put all that back in place. It's getting overcast, but it's still not bad out here. Then I'm gonna head home, and cleaner's gonna come by tomorrow, and then we have some guests staying this weekend. We had some guests stay the day before Christmas Eve, like they left on Christmas Eve, and then, like I said, we got some guests staying this weekend as well. So I hope they have fun. The weather should be okay, as long as it doesn't rain, but we'll see. Can't control the weather out here, that's for sure. But even when it's overcast like this, it's still gorgeous out here. Yeah. So thanks for watching. Sorry, it's a short episode. Not much going on. Hopefully in the spring we will start building that other glampsite. I gotta build this road, which is gonna cost me like, I don't know, $700 for skid steer to come up here, so I can make that an actual road driveway out to the road, and then another $700 for some gravel, and then probably another $300 load of gravel to make the path down to where the glampsite's gonna be. So, you know, that's almost $2,000 right there just for parking and a walkway, and then it's gonna be probably about $9,000 or $10,000 for the deck and the build out of everything, and then maybe another $2,000 or $3,000 for all the furnishings. So we're gonna be about $15,000-16,000 right there, just to get the other glampsite up and running. Which I guess, you know, some people would say that's not a lot. Some people would say that it kind of is. For me, it kind of is, because it's coming out of my pocket. I'm not getting any of this finance. We're just paying for it as we go. But it's paying itself off, because the glampsite this year has made around $20,000. The first year we were open, which wasn't even a full year, we opened the end of July, and we made about $5,000, I think. So $25,000 we've made so far since we've been open, and the land and this current setup right here was about $36,000. So we're about $11,000 shy of this tent paying for itself, and the land that it's on. So I guess, you know, another $15,000, which would be plus 36. It'd be about $51,000 for 2 glampsites. But once we get 2 glampsites on here, we'll be generating $40,000 to $50,000 a year. That's before all the expenses, because you know, every time somebody stays, I got to pay my cleaner $70, and then you know, every time somebody stays, I got to go fill up propane tanks and get more toilet paper and get more cat litter and you know, replace things as they break. So that, you know, that's before expenses. We made $20,000. After expenses, about half that, about $10,000. But you know, it is what it is. It's cool. It's working. People love it. I love it. I mean, look at that view. Look at the mountain back there. And there's a mountain over there. Mountains way off in the distance. Really cool tent. Yeah, let me get this stuff out the car, get all set up, get back to the house. Thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe, click the like button, and notification bell. You know, I'll try to get content up as I can, but you know, if there's nothing going on, then there's nothing going on, but I don't want to do the same thing over and over and over. Yeah, happy holidays.